This segment of the program is all about high intensity 30-second intervals. We'll pick up 2 exercises and train 3 lots of 30 seconds, alternating between exercises for a total of 3 minutes per set. Let's get straight into it. Starting this cardio combination with some front and back hops. So just making sure you're jumping fairly lightly on your toes on this one. And then we're going to switch it up and work some fast feet. So make sure you pick up the speed on this one and fairly quick movement until we go back to the first exercise. Your turn to try it. Starting this combination with some hanging abs tucks. Now, if you've got any restrictions as far as equipment or physical restrictions is concerned, you can always do these tucks lying on the floor instead of hanging. What we'll do to complement it is we're going to get into some jumping jacks straight after. So again, fairly light on your toes as far as jumping jacks are concerned, and just keep the pace up throughout the set. Your turn. getting into your fight stance for this one, and we're going to start with some knee strikes. So just keep them consistent and make sure you throw those knees nice and high. Good core tension as you throw the knee, and just keep the pace up for this one. And then what we'll do is we'll switch it up and work some fast feet, but from a prone position. So this is actually a lot harder than doing it standing. It's virtually a plank and some fast feet at the same time. A good one for you guys to try. Your turn. Starting this combination with some side hops, so just making sure that your feet are staying together, you're nice and light on your feet, and just hopping from side to side. And then what we'll do is we're going to combine this with a hanging run, hanging using the top bar and just running with high knees. Now if you don't have the right equipment, or if you can't reach the top bar, you can do running with high knees just on the floor as an alternative. Your turn to try this one. For this exercise, we're going to get into a glutes bridge and we're going to start marching from there. So what's very important is to make sure you keep your hips up throughout the entire marching set. And then what we'll do is drop our hips down and pick up a supine abs plank. So head and shoulder blades nicely lifted, leg nice and straight, and just holding that position for the duration of the set until it's time to go back into the march. this set, we're going to combine some gate swings with rollovers. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get straight into those gate swings by jumping wide into a squat and then jumping back up with your feet together. And then after 30 seconds, when we change it up, we're going to lift our hands right up, arms nice and straight for support, and we're going to work some half rollovers. Make sure your toes are pointy and your knees are nice and extended, so you're really engaging the hips and the lower abs as you throw these up, and work through them for 30 seconds before we change back. Your turn to try this one. Nice abs combination for this exercise, you guys. We're going to start off working some traditional abs crunches. Now you can see that I've got my hands behind my neck for support, but that just means that you've got to make sure you point your elbows right out and you look straight up so that you're not yanking at your neck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change it up. We're going to turn around into that prone position and just work a nice traditional plank. So again, making sure that you're keeping a straight line from your ankle all the way to your shoulders, and there's no arching or dipping of the spine. Your turn to try this one. Okay, a nice cardio combination for this one, guys. So we're going to start off in our fighting stance and we're going to work some double jabs and we're going to alternate between the left side and the right side. So work through this for about 30 seconds and then we're going to drop down and work some mountain climbers from there. When you're doing your mountain climbers, you're making sure that your front foot doesn't touch the floor. Try and maintain a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle as you're doing it. Your turn to try it. From an elbow plank position, we're going to start to throw some side knee strikes, alternating between the left and the right. Just making sure that you're maintaining your straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle to keep that core engagement. And then we're going to change it up and go into some prone jacks from that same position. So no change in the upper body, and we're just going from a strength and conditioning exercise to a cardio exercise. Your turn to try this one. For this exercise, we're combining some bench crunches with an elevated glutes bridge. So starting with the crunches first, just making sure you've got a vertical thigh bone on this one so that your hips and your lower abs are engaged, and then just crunching up and really working on those upper abs. And then what we're going to do is just place our heel on the bench. We're going to lift into an elevated glutes bridge. Now, when you come up for this one, you want to try and hit that straight line from your shoulder all the way to your knee, which means you've got to make sure that your hips are lifted enough for this exercise. We're going to alternate between these two exercises for the next 3 minutes. Your turn to try it. For this exercise, we're combining some bench push-ups with a basic plank on your elbows. So getting into those push-ups nice and deep, maintaining that straight line from your shoulder to your ankle so that we're keeping the core engaged and protecting your back at the same time. You can see nice deep push-ups. And then when we change it up, we're just going to go into a nice elbow plank, again holding that straight line and keeping the core engagement. And let's alternate between these exercises. Your turn. Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our body back down now. Comment and let us know what you thought of today's workout, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest workouts.